This is Bill and Deb North of the Florida Weekend Warriors, and this weekend's adventure, we're at Highland Hammocks State Park in Sebring, Florida. It's one of the first state parks in Florida. It's really cool. It's a big wetland, and there's a trail through the swamp. We'll see you there. See ya.
See ya.
We finally arrived. Don't forget your bicycles. In addition to the bike loop in the park, there's a trail that goes all the way into town. And there's also trails that go into the woods. So pick up a trail map at the camp office. Our campsite, number 54. It's nice and wide, fairly level. 50 amp, 30 amp power. A picnic table. Got a fire pit with a grate on it. There's no grill, so this is the typical site in here. They're not very private, and a couple of bathhouses are kind of aged because the park is so old, but there's a brand new bathhouse not too far away. Overall, it's a pretty nice park. I think these are orange trees, and they've just put the coverings over them so that the deer don't eat them. The great thing about this park, the Hammock Drive is the main trail, and you can go on your bikes or simply just drive down the trail with your car and see everything. It's really a cool park. All the oaks are a couple hundred years old. It's really quite cool. In the summertime, it's nice and shaded. This place was originally known as Hooker's Hammock. 1881, he cleared the land. Looks like in 1929 it was a botanical garden. And in 1931 it was a state park. Kind of cool. Off the main trail is all these really neat trails that go back into the woods. Some of them have boardwalks that go through the swamp, and others just are in a big loop. My favorite one goes through this swamp that goes through the water. It's really cool. It's one lane only and one way only. Hurricane Irma went through here, and a lot of these big branches came down, but there's still a lot of them left. It's still very pretty back in here. We're lucky today. It's overcast. Looks like it's going to rain, so we're the only ones on the bike trail. It's kind of nice. This is my favorite trail in the park. Cypress Trail Park. You go in right there. It goes all the way through the swamp, and you come out of the woods right over there, about 100 yards away. Pretty cool. You can see we're walking right into the swamp. You get to a certain section and it goes out over the water, and it's only single lanes. You can see this is, yeah, the water's flowing. You can see it. It's flowing somewhere. This whole area is underwater. Look at all these ferns. Just amazing how they grow on top of the water. They must have pretty long roots. Whole
water line is definitely,
see the water line's up in the trees. Well, the water line's actually higher than the boardwalk. Over there through the trees is where the boardwalk goes. Gets super narrow and goes down to one way.
How is it still open?
Yeah. It's basically a cypress swamp. It's peaceful back in here.
There's a heck of a water line on that tree.
Yeah. Heard a mosquito. Let's keep walking. Oh, here it is right here. Turns to one lane right here. You can really see the water moving here. Might see a couple alligators in here. This is super cool. I would have hated to have been the one that had to build this thing. Surprised we haven't seen an alligator. I don't remember this thing in the middle. This almost looks new. Water's definitely flowing that way. Through the swamp.
It's amazing. It must be deeper because there's a lot. Look how wide that is. Look how wide that is. It must be deep right there.
I think this is the middle of the swamp. Because you can see, look at the current. All the stuff is flowing towards us.
There's definitely fishing. I hear everything jumping.
Yeah. This trail leads you right back to the parking lot. Just take this short trail back through the woods and take you right back to your car. We're right back to the parking lot. It's one of my favorite trails in the park. Don't you agree?
Yes. Basically a boardwalk.
Oh, look at these trees, how the moss just grows on top of all the trees. This is one of the oldest oak trees in the park. And you can see the hurricane busted all the branches off. Just the main trunk is left. At least it's still alive. Looks like it's a couple hundred years old. Rode this trail all the way to the restaurant, to the campground and back. About 9 miles round trip. May not be able to hear me because of the wind, but we just rode our bikes from the campground all the way to Don Jose's, and we're gonna try to sit out on the back porch because there's a nice breeze today. Cool spot. We'll turn the camera back on inside. We're gonna have to stay till Tuesday to get the tacos. Well, they don't open till noon, so we gotta wait 10 minutes.
What was that? We just rode our bikes 4 miles and we're sitting on the patio. The breeze is beautiful off the lake.
We're at Don Jose's Mexican restaurant. Cool spot. Buy one, get one free margaritas today. Water's pretty clear out here. There's spider webs on the dock. I don't think it gets used too much. All right. We hoped you liked this video. Please subscribe to our channel or leave a comment. And believe it or not, we didn't fall in the water.